Here I am, and I wanted to basically be my own interview today with everyone. And I know I get quick, my quick fans will show up, all two of them, but I want to say hi. And I was coming along on a 2-year anniversary trek of LinkedIn and all the things. And I thought it'd be a good time to talk to y'all and say, um, I'd have never been sitting here. I'd have never tried to have what I call my little show or any of those things, except for all the people that have come along in my life with LinkedIn and all the things that I've learned and support and networking. And I had an opportunity to go see many friends. You may have seen the post the last week in New York, and people I had never met. I had only met them on Zoom, and it never dawned on me till after I came home because I felt as if I did know them, as if I had met them, because we had tracked so long. So rewind back 2 years ago. I I was let go due to COVID, right? And you know, around July, and I was freaked out completely. I think like everybody was during COVID. The 2020 whole complete not resignation, great, termination, and it stunk. It truly did. And you know, man, I don't know why it like felt like it hit extra hard. Um, and a month later, my sister passed away, and I thought, man, this is this is just not cool, And it was a hard time. Um, the more the more that went on, the more I needed other people in my life. Oh, look. Hi. I want to say hi to everybody that's showing up. I got like a crowd here. Good morning. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Moose. Moose. Good morning, Yolanda, Larry, Lisa. Thanks for joining. I know I'm kind of like telling a story here, just the history of getting here. Um, I'm feeling extra grateful because that 2 years out, 2 years ago, after my sister passed, I really just had no idea what or how I would survive. As far as, financially, I was applying for jobs like crazy. I got in touch with, some people. I did meet some wonderful people that in the network. I'll never be able to name them all, but like the Who You Know show guys and Trevor and Mark and Foster and Anna Morgan, especially really trying to help me learn how to do a good job networking and meeting other people. And something that I've always done is I like to volunteer and I like to serve and I like to help other people meet their needs or meet other people or feel better. I have a counseling background from years ago, but I didn't use it. I didn't feel good enough in myself to be able to be someone that could do that. Well, the networking seemed much more satisfying, easy to do. Um, it seemed very much a fit of connecting this person to this person and making introductions, and it's quite fulfilling. Um, and it's something that if you get down, if it's the quiet time is the dark time, that maybe it's, you have a family member that really is not prepared to talk about the dark stuff or, or all these kind of things. But you start making other connections, people that aren't in the middle, in the very middle of your life. um, they're outside, and you get to know them, and you start to be able to have those kind of people that come in alongside and mentor you. They encourage you, or they don't know all the nuts and bolts about you, so they want to be your cheerleader. They want to lift you up. I like doing that for other people, and yet I was not good about receiving it. And I realized over this time period, one of the things that I've never shared is that it's tough. The reason that I post the kind of things I post, the encouragement, the inspiration, the drive, the motivation, the telling you that you can win is because I look at Zoom. I'm looking at myself when I talk to you. I must be encouraged to be able to encourage you. And if that only is encouragement by looking forward and saying, hey, if I can tell them they can do it, I can probably do it too. It's a big deal. This is pretty raw this morning, but I just had to share after, like I say, I spent time with people that I'd never seen in person this past week in a whole nother big city, and really enjoyed. But they inspired me to realize that that's come a long way. I'm really fortunate. I'm grateful. I got a note the other day that said, "Man, you got a lot of friends." I do. I do, and I count them as friends because I know they will contact me if they want to talk and share, and I know that I can do the same for them. And I say all that, my passion is for people that are trying to rise up, people that are trying to make a better life, um, whether they are just barely getting by, or whether they just lost their job or they're really struggling in business because we all try to put on our best face most of the time, right? To everybody else, we're like, oh, I'm good, it's good, life is great, all those things. And that can be very true, but don't stop encouraging one another. I know that we're kind of in a tougher season now. It kind of feels like 2020 a little bit. Thank God we're not in the scare and the aloneness, but I would tell you that as things are harder to take care of, maybe financially, maybe it's a little harder now to find that job or get that next client, is that we now must come together even more. Just it's easy. I want you to know it's easy. And if there's a time that you say, "Oh gosh, I'm I'm struggling and I don't want to bother someone." Hey, you know what? I was that person. I was that person a couple years ago. I would hide and I jumped out and did this challenge with my friend Shauna, this 10 video challenge. And when I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. But it was like I was thinking that's all I can do. I can just try something because I didn't know what else to try. Um, and that's when people started, contacting me like, oh, how do you do a video? As if I knew what I was doing. But I wanted them to know that if I can do it, anybody can. If you can just say, hey, you know, um, I'm here. I'm here for you. You know, um, Stubbornness, it's not healthy. It's not going to benefit you. Not saying what you need help for. Um, don't get beat up by LinkedIn. I'm going to tell you now. I've been there too. I didn't send the right connection requests. I didn't. I didn't follow up at all, and I'm still still a little bad about following up. I didn't ask the right questions. I didn't. I didn't. Okay, that's okay. You're going to run across people that will tell you that you're doing it wrong, but they don't own LinkedIn. They're not they're not it. And of course, you have plenty other social media to do it with. So I say all that. Look, I would have never dreamed that in 2 years in the summer, I would get on a plane by myself, go to New York, and like I say, meet people that I've been networking with for over a year and spend time with them, spend personal time, even more get to know time. All of that because, just making connections slowly, finding people you bond with, your tribe in a way. There's people you're going to be closer to. Um, you don't really have to do things that spend money. It's time, so a lot of this is like vet it through, but don't hesitate to ask. You don't have to try it all yourself. Job search, especially on your own, there's so many great resources. I have a lot of coaches that I absolutely adore and love, that I work with to do that. And it's important because I needed that. I still need that. I still need having those people that will coach me, that will mentor me. Sometimes, hey, my struggles in business can be tough too. I didn't have a good message. I've never tried to sell you anything intentionally, because I really want other people to know that they can be inspired. Really want you to get out of the closet, get off the floor, don't cry at night, wake up in the morning, write down 3 things, even if it's like, I breathed, and I breathed, right? Wake up in the morning, and know that you've got something else. You've got somebody. This is not just for play out here. There's a lot of nonsense. A lot of a lot of people that are just like, I don't know. They'll sell you, I don't know, water, but it's okay. Even if you got to learn your time. My a good sweet friend again, gave a good tip. I'm going to share it with you. It's called 8 minutes, right? Don't let anybody pick your brain for more than 8 minutes. Don't pick someone else's brain for more than that either. Respect their knowledge, especially if they're someone that you pay for services or you want to be paid. It was brilliant. Thank you, Adrian. Shout out. Um, so do that, right? I will just tell you that I wouldn't be sitting here again. I know I keep saying this, but I'm just in a point that, I lost a contract, guys, and it really shattered a few months ago. And I feel like I made a mistake, maybe even taking it, all these kind of things. I went through the whole thing, and I really just wanted to quit. I wanted to say, forget all this. I'm sick of LinkedIn and social media and pressure and all the things that you think you have to do to be someone on here. Like, I'm not going for the influencer. I'm going for you. Like, I want to know that y'all are doing okay. Not all 800 million or how many gazillion people are on here. People that high, I typically, interact with, that you're doing okay. It makes a difference for me. It helps. It's like, if they can be okay, I can be okay, right? We got to walk through this together. Um, yeah, I probably am rambling a lot now, but it's because I got a little sentimental feeling about all of it. I want to tell you, this was a great celebration. So many fun things I got to do, um, and be taken care of while I was on that trip to New York, and it'll stay in my heart forever. The next thing coming up is that I facilitate a group called the program is Getting Ahead and Adjust Getting by World. 5 months. It's volunteer, and they graduate next week. The cool thing about that is that they aren't on LinkedIn. They're working really hard. They may not even have a stable home right. They have all kinds of background scenarios. Maybe it's second chance, all kinds of things, all kinds of barriers, all kinds of beliefs that have been, um, and yet their goal is to rise up, is to make a difference, is to learn how to care well for their family and break chains of poverty, chains of addiction, chains of bad mindset, all of that. On LinkedIn, you can't imagine that. We see some stories of that, but I think the reality is, if we reach out to other people in our community and we think about the things that we struggle with from a business or from the job searching, just think how much harder it is if we didn't have this kind of networking capabilities, right? And how we could potentially share that. So going from one scale to the other, it's the giving. Again, that's the light of being on this. That's the we get a benefit of that. So not just networking. Okay. Not just networking for the business, not just networking for the next deal. How about networking in a volunteer mode? How about teach someone else how to network? How about believe in them? How about check on them? How about make a difference? If we collectively all said, let's just make a difference, right? I think our businesses would be different and definitely our relationships would be different. I need y'all as much as I'm needed, I hope. I hope that I inspire you. I keep doing this. This is the highlight of my week many times. Um, is that doing it on Thursday gives me a reason to like have that goal to look forward to, that I'm going to have someone on with me. This is something I do to help sharpen skills because I love speaking, to sharpen interview skills, and for you to meet people that um, are great to meet, right? Great to connect with, and possibly for a job or a good business connection. It's also for you as well. I um I want to thank you for taking the time to sit with me today. I I I kind of was just feeling I needed to have direct conversation and tell you a little bit about the days and the background and how I've trekked along. My gratefulness for the amount of people that show up and are involved in the post and all of that. And I also want to tell you that I'm here. Let's reconnect if we haven't in a long time. Let's catch up. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know how I can be a friend to you. And and let me know if you want to know about get involved in volunteering or how to come along someone. And all the things. Let me know how I can help you do live and go LinkedIn. Guess what? That hard. You can do it. Um, just thanks. Thanks for being thanks for being a friend. Thanks for supporting me. I'm gonna say hi to everybody again. Thanks, hi, cool. And Lisa, good to see you, Facel. Yolanda, I love you. Amelia, Lisa Parker, yeah, the Who You Know show. Hi, Liz. Again, Moose, thank you all for coming. Hope I didn't ramble too much. I was a little bit nervous with talking about myself, but I just want to thank you. And you know what? Take this, go make it a fabulous, because it's Thursday, so we're all pretty fabulous. I'll talk soon. See ya.